Hola, hola chicos, soy yo, el famoso Señor Riesel, con otro video de gramática. Esta vez hablamos del imperfecto. We've studied some uses of the imperfect before, but this time we're going to look at it a little more comprehensively. If you can identify the uses of the imperfect, it's easier to distinguish them from the uses of the preterite tense. Today, we're going to take a look at the acronym death cow. For each letter, I'll explain what it represents and give an example or two of it being used in context. Please feel free to pause the video and come up with some original examples as well. Okay, empezamos. The first letter in our acronym is D. D stands for description. When describing things, people, or situations in the past, we will usually use the imperfect. Por ejemplo, la película era muy aburrida. The movie was very boring. Mi mejor amigo tenía pelo largo de niño. My best friend had long hair as a kid. Próximo, la letra E. E will stand for emotions, but can also represent physical feelings or states of being. Yo estaba nervioso antes de mi presentación. I was nervous before my presentation. Yo tenía mucha hambre anoche. I was really hungry last night. That last one reflects more of a physical feeling. Continuamos con la letra A. A stands for age. When talking about how old someone was when something happened in the past, we will use the imperfect. We typically use the verb tener to talk about age. Por ejemplo, mi hermana tenía 5 años cuando fuimos a Disneyland. My sister was 5 years old when we went to Disneyland. La letra T es la próxima. T stands for time or date. To say what time it was, or what day or date it was when something happened, use the imperfect. Eran las 5 de la mañana cuando llegaron los bomberos. It was 5 in the morning when the firefighters arrived. Notice how I'm also including some preterite tense examples in these sentences. Era el 15 de agosto cuando la escuela empezó. It was the 15th of August when school began. Siguiente tenemos la letra H. H stands for habitual action. A habitual action is something that someone used to do with some regularity, not a one-time action. We want to look for key phrases for this one, like siempre, muchas veces, todos los días, cada día, and so on. De niño, yo siempre iba al parque con mi madre. As a kid, I always went to the park with my mother. Todos los sábados íbamos a la heladería. Every Saturday, we went to the ice cream shop. Ahora tenemos la letra C. C stands for continuing action. This generally refers to an action without a clear time frame. Por ejemplo, yo tenía un perro. I had a dog. Or, estábamos en el parque. We were in the park. Note that if there is a specific time frame implied, we may need the preterite tense. La letra O indica ongoing action. This would be an action that translates to someone was blanking. In other words, something was happening, was in progress. To express this, we can use the past progressive, which uses a form of a star in the imperfect, and the ando yendo form of the verb. Or we can just use the regular imperfect conjugation. The former gives more emphasis to the fact that it was ongoing. Por ejemplo, yo estaba hablando con mi papá. I was speaking with my dad. Alternatively, I could just say yo hablaba con mi padre. Finally, tenemos la letra W. W stands for weather. To describe weather in the past, you take any weather expression and conjugate it in the imperfect. For example, llovía. It was raining. Or caía granizo. It was hailing. Hacía mucho frío. It was very cold. Bueno chicos, it may sound like a lot, but if you can study and practice these uses, really understand how they work in context, you will be perfect, imperfect users in no time. As always, clase, watch this video as many times as you need to, take notes, ask questions, pause it, rewatch it, and come to class ready to practice. Hasta el próximo video y muchas gracias.